So Devin Haney came out stating that Gervonta Davis doesn't care about belts. Due to that, he sees the fight happening at 140 instead of at 135. Devin said he's willing to move back down to 135 for the right fight. However, in due time, he's not going to be able to make 135 anymore. So he sees the Gervonta fight happening at 140. Here is exactly what Devin Haney had to say. Check it out.
Coming at you left and right. Then I saw Leonard Ellerby say you're not a big enough fight for Tank too. People are, why are they taking so many shots? Why so much disrespect? I know it's the shit talking game, but it feels like a lot of people don't want to give you your flowers.
They hate the greats. They hate them, and then they
don't I know it?
Yeah, they hate them. Come on, you know how this. They hate you, and then they respect you when it's all said and done, and they can say what they want to say. I'm just gonna keep winning, keep beating whoever they put in front of me, and yeah.
Which fight has a better chance of happening down the line? You versus Tank or you versus Shakur?
I mean, the biggest fight is me versus Tank, so I would say that one. But Shakur is not too far behind.
Right. What weight do you think the Tank fight would be at?
140.
Yeah.
It would have to happen. It would have to happen at 140.
Why is that?
I mean, he's fought at 140 before. He beat Mario Barrios at 140. I'm at 140 now. It would make the most sense for it to be at 140.
You say I'm at 140
because
now.
He says Tank is the type of fighter. He says he doesn't care about belts, right?
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't fight for belts. He fights for money. So he wouldn't care about the belts at 135. He would just want to make the money in fighting me. So 140.
And when you say I'm at 140 now, you are eventually going back to 135 though, right?
For the right fight.
Oh, okay. There's a chance you may not fight there again?
We got to see. You know, if it's the right money, the right fight, then I'll be at 135 again.
Okay.
But, you know, my body's just maturing, and, you know, my body has grown so much since, you know, the beginning of my career. I started at 135 when I was 17. I turned pro at 135, so I've been here for a long time. And, you know, now that I just let my body just go and just let my body just mature and just, you know, rest and recover, I got even bigger. So, you know, 135 would definitely be even tougher for me to make, and it was already tough.
Like this last cut, tough?
Yeah, for sure.
Really?
It takes a lot of discipline.
Right.
Takes
What do you walk around at?
160.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to leave a link for the full interview by MMA Hour in the description box below. That being said, obviously the fight between Gervonta and Devin Haney is not going to happen anytime soon. Due to that, the fight is going to happen at 140. As we clearly can see, Devin Haney can't make 135 that much longer. On the other hand, Tank Team made it very clear they're not interested in the Devin Haney fight at the moment in time. Which, if the fight between Devin Haney and Gervonta happens at 135, you have to favor Gervonta. However, if Tank ends up fighting Devin Haney at 140 or 147, then I will slightly favor Devin Haney to win under that scenario, since Devin Haney is not going to be killing himself to make weight. I truly believe Devin Haney have been outgrown the 135-pound division. So we're not necessarily seeing the 100% version of himself at 135. Therefore, we're going to get to see the best version of Devin Haney at 140 and 147. Time will tell against Regis coming up on December 9th. If Devin could produce something spectacular against Regis by completely dominating him, which is something that no one has been able to do, then that will put Tank, Shakur, and everyone on notice. We all know Regis has skill, he has speed, and power. Arguably, he's the hardest puncher at 140. So this is a dangerous fight for Devin Haney, especially when you factor in this is Devin Haney's debut at 140. The way Devin Haney is going to perform is going to tell us a lot about the future mega fight between him and Gervonta. Remember, Gervonta looks spectacular at 140. Actually, that was his best performance, if not one of his best performances. The way he adjusted, dominated, and knocked out Mario Barrios, who moved on to beat Ugas at 147. So, there's no secret Gervonta versus Devin Haney is one of the biggest, if not the biggest fight in boxing. And it's a 50-50 fight all around the board. You gotta lean toward Devin Haney by unanimous decision or Gervonta by knockout. I just hope we get to see this fight sooner than later. I'm talking about as soon as 2024. We shouldn't wait to 2025 or something crazy like that in order to see this mega fight. I know Leonard Ellerby said Devin Haney and Shakur, they are not big enough yet to fight Gervonta. But ironically, they are bigger names than anybody Gervonta could fight at the moment in time. Who can Gervonta fight today that's a bigger name than Devin Haney? Nobody. With that being said, go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe below. And to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV. Peace out. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
He's gonna let you guys know.
Is he coming back outside?
He put up a post today and he said that I'll see you guys in the early part of next year.
Oh, he did?
Okay.
Yeah.
Tank has the highest selling fight this year. Do you think this can beat it?
Gonna see Saturday night. We're gonna see Saturday night. This is another mega fight.
Think you can do 1.4 million?
Again, I can't speculate on any of that stuff, is because again, it's like there's so many factors that are involved with how pay-per-view works, and I don't even want to begin to start explaining that crap.
Hey, in your opinion, who do you think poses the biggest threat to Tank, Devin or Shakur?
Tank is that dude, man, and none of them dudes is fucking with Tank. And like me personally, I respect them all, but y'all gonna see all this talk about that.
I mean, so out of Haney and Shakur, who got the better shot?
It's the timing of these fights, and I can say this is that most of these people don't know nothing about the business of boxing. They really don't. They fights that they think are big. What is considered big? I don't know what you guys consider big, but Tank's been making 8-figure money for a minute.
Which is closer to being big enough to make it a big fight on their end, Devin or Shakur?
No, I don't want to get into any of that. All these guys can fight. All these guys are good fighters. All of them can fight. But I'm just saying that Tank's going to show you guys that he's better than everybody. He's going to show you guys. He ain't going to talk about it. He's going to show you guys he's better than all these guys. And again, it's like, it's different. And I can say this, it's different because everybody, and I'm not talking about them two, but you just hear it more so now in boxing. Everybody got all these sparring stories, you know. But
sparring's different though. It's not like
when you get under them lights,
it's a different story.
When you get under them lights.
Speaking of sparring, Coach Calvin said that Tank would be the best fighter to help prepare for a rematch with Terrence Crawford. What's your thoughts on that?
I really don't have an opinion on that, Coach. If that's what Coach Calvin said, I respect his opinion. He's one of the top trainers in the sport. So that, you know, I don't have an opinion on that.
If Shakur and Haney are no match, then what's the biggest?
No, I did not say
that. Don't put words. All right. You're right. I'm fine with that. All right, but they can't fuck.
No, I'm just saying that's my opinion. So I'm entitled to my opinion.
Yeah. So who would be the next biggest, like the biggest?
All those guys, those guys can fight. Those are good fighters. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying what you're saying, but I'm just saying that it's like this building becoming a superstar.
Okay.
Is a process. It's a process, man. I'm telling you, it's a process. You don't all of a sudden just get to go. Tank is selling out shit everywhere.
Very true.
And you guys, not necessarily y'all saying that he ain't did this and he. Well, people coming to see him for a reason. Yeah. And at the end of the day, you're running a business. And at the end of the day, it's like
biggest.
I don't think, and this is just my personal opinion, is that both of those fighters who you're talking about, they got outstanding teams. Yeah. You know, smart people, managers, they all smart. And I don't think that it would be, this is my opinion, is that people talking about a fight happening right now, I don't think that, I wouldn't want to insult somebody. You know what I mean? From the business side, because Tank's got to pay you what you weigh. He's got to pay you what you bring to the table. And I'm talking about the business. I ain't talking about belts and all that, because at the end of the day, Tank just showed you that if you're not fighting for a belt, that don't matter. People want to see, and it's like they gonna come.
Any Sean O'Malley interest?
Who?
Sean O'Malley, the UFC.
Who is he?
Yeah. Oh, he's the one that wants to fight.
Purple
he's the same
I don't know him. I don't know nothing about him.
Was there any update with Frank Martin? You know,
no, I haven't seen Frank. But these fights, I think they will happen in time. And I'm not going to put a time frame. This is just my opinion. And I'm not speaking for nobody. This is just my opinion. The experience that I have at the level I've been operating for all these years, I know what it takes. And these fights that you guys think that are big at the moment, they're not big.
Okay.
They're not big. Because what you will see, if you tell any of these guys to go out there and do a pay-per-view fight on their own, then you'll see what I'm talking about.
Crawford tried it.
Yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about.
And so Haney progresses his pay-per-view. Do you think Haney wins that fight? Any thoughts on that fight, Leonard?
Yeah, I like him. I like him in that fight. Yeah. Haney's a good fighter. He's a good fighter.